The currency devalued very, very quickly. And you saw that back in the 70s. Because remember, they were putting us on the petrodollar system. So as soon as they did this, what changed in this country? Really think about this. So to ship products, what had to happen? Like, could they use glass? Could they use wood boxes? No, they had to figure out, wait a minute, we need a much cheaper way to ship things because the value of the currency declined and it cost a lot more of these pieces of paper to ship these type of items. So we need to figure out a cheaper way of doing this. So they came up with, hey, let's use plastic. Let's use cardboard. Let's start to use other ways of shipping, which led to what? Them trying to tell us that it's our fault. There's plastic all over the place. Oh, you have to recycle. You have to do this. Now think about the manufacturing in this country. As the currency declined, they didn't want people to figure out, hey, wait a minute. The currency is declining. Why is it costing me so much money to purchase these products? Well, to hide that, what did they have to do? They had to move the manufacturers out of this country. And they had to pay people pennies on the dollar and then bring it back to this country, and there'd be no tariffs whatsoever to keep the cheap prices, to keep everyone in this illusion. Then they had to introduce credit. Then they had to introduce credit with financing, then credit with leasing. Not one person could work in the family. It had to be two people working in the family. Then, not just two people working in the family, they needed two people working in the family. Plus, you had to get another type of job just to make ends meet. Soon, you were living on credit and credit only. And think about how this broke down over time. Why? Because when you have the private West central bank and you have no checks and balances, and Congress can continually borrow and borrow and borrow, and the central bank can just print, this is what happens to this country, and this is what happens to the world. And what happens over time is the system completely breaks down.